And welcome to the M2 podcast. This is episode 25. This is the place where we cover esports and personalities, gaming industry related news, new and upcoming games, and technology innovation. I am your host, Michael Anthony, my co-host, Kyle Heath, right over here, over yonder. How you doing today, Kyle?
Chilling, Mike.
Heck yeah, man. Did you have yourself a good 4th of July weekend? A little bit of a
Um,
vacation, a break?
yeah, it was nice to have a 3-day weekend, from the day job. But other than that, it was pretty good. I visited the parents. Really, it's like the
That's
only
good.
family I really got around, so we just kind of did that. Hung out with them, had a little kind of lunch. Did a little fireworks this year, which you don't normally do. So that was that was a little
Oh, really?
different. Yeah, we did just very small little fireworks, nothing crazy, but we did that. That was fun. But yeah, other than that, it was just working and trying to take a little advantage of that extra day.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, did you have to work on Tuesday? I know some people had Monday and Tuesday off.
yeah. I was back on Tuesday working through the week. Yeah, it's one of those things like normally this week too, especially for like jobs. There's like a decent higher amount than most that actually take off the whole week before. So it's like there's been some people out, but other than that, I've been in.
Man. Well, did you get to any video games or anything like that?
I
Play
did
anything new?
play. I'm trying to think if I did anything new. I think I played a little bit of Cycle Frontier. I tried like a little bit of the tutorial. Um, my Unfortunately that got cut short because I ended up having some stuff that came up, but I do want to dive back into that soon, finish that tutorial, and like be able to actually like do runs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get back to that at some point. But other than that, I played Smite. Was like been grinding that again back up, and now there's
Yeah,
like a
you
new
said you were
patch.
getting back into it.
It's like a new like event coming out too. Like Nickelodeon characters are doing like a collab with Smite. It's actually pretty sick. So I don't know. I may play a little more to get involved in that, but yeah. So I've been grinding that. I've been having fun with that again, and same old thing there. I don't think there's anything else I really played this week. That about did it. What about you,
Yeah,
Mike?
I'm about the same way. I kind of just stuck to the game that I was already playing. I was playing a little bit more of like first of all, like went up into the mountains, so I didn't really, like I said last podcast, I wasn't
Mhm.
really gonna do a whole lot of gaming,
Yeah, that's right.
but I did bring the Nintendo Switch. Played a little bit of Mario Strikers.
Oh,
That
nice.
game's so much fun. When I got back, actually last night, I was like my first night where I was just like, all right, let me play some games. I got back on Halo 2, play with some of the cartographer boys. That was a lot of fun. They're doing old school settings. They're doing 78 locked FOV or 78 FOV locked, so you can't change it. Uh, and I have my monitor res set to 4:3 resolution.
CRT
So
time.
oh yeah, it's 100% CRT style. Like I don't do the stretch either. So it actually I've noticed maybe it's a head case, probably a head case, but I felt like my shots always registered better. The game performed a little bit better because it's ultimately a Halo 2 Vista mod.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, let's do 4:3. It brings the nostalgia. I put it on stream every now and then, and people come by and they're like, "Oh my god, this actually looks like the old game. It's not Halo MCC. It's like actual Halo 2."
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I played a little bit of that. Uh, Felt like I did all right for not playing for like a month
Yeah,
at
there
like
you
my
go.
skill level, and picked up Halo Infinite. Apparently, still have it there. Hit an overkill. Almost got a kill tag. I know you saw the clip. It's on Twitter, by the way, and it's yeah, I got accused of cheating. So
I mean,
I'm
you're
still
winning,
I
right?
still got it.
I
I
mean,
still
yeah.
got it, dude.
You're
Yeah,
winning.
shout out to my controller, dude.
The
The
thrust
guy
master.
Yeah, dude, the guy's trying to tell me, he's like, "Oh, you're using a Zim, right? You're using a Zim." Just like it was so dumb because it was like he didn't even message me through like text messages.
Nice.
We matched up on the same team the next game, and he was immediately just like, "Well, MadMikeWillEatU, like you're cheating, right? You little cheater." Dude, that's too scummy. I'm just like, "What?" Like I was confused. Like I was so oblivious. I was like, and then I didn't realize it's the last like minute of the game because he was like interrogating me. He was just like using the Zim right, or is that all natural? Like blah blah blah. Like I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm just using a Thrustmaster controller. Like I don't know what to tell you. He's like, "How can you do that without like you didn't even get any spray? Like you were so accurate." I'm like, "I was shooting it like a pistol. It's called recoil control. Like what? Like this is stuff that like has been in CS:GO since the beginning of time. Like Counter
Yeah.
Strike, just tap it or like control by pulling down. Whatever." I digress. All that to basically say is, been playing a little bit more Halo again, but dude, Mario Strikers is the move. I'm
You've been
telling
saying it,
you.
man.
I'm telling you, it's so much fun.
Ugh, yeah,
It's everything I wanted it to be.
yeah. And see, I don't even know if I'll get it anytime soon. I don't know, maybe. I'm just like so on other stuff right now, you know. It's like be
You know
hard to get
what?
me back on the Switch.
I got a dock here, and I got a capture card. I'll stream it to you through Discord, and you can check it
Yeah, I
out.
gotta see it. I'd love to see
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's really sick, actually.
it.
But enough of that, right? Like this is the whole M2 podcast. This is the show where we basically cover what happened in the week.
Yeah, the
So
gaming news.
the gaming news, not our personal news. So what happened? I'm actually really excited about this first topic.
Yeah. So, first topic is a revisit from last week. I know we covered it. Skull and Bones. There was rumors that it was still on track for this year. We weren't sure of a date or anything like that. But I know we were rather skeptical that this would even like hit this year. We were like, I don't know. I mean, we're talking about a game here. For those that don't know, it's been delayed multiple times over now. It's been in the works for what, a decade or something like that. So it's
Yeah, just about.
yeah, so I mean, long time coming, but they actually Ubisoft actually announced a release date today. In fact, they announced this. They said after much anticipation, the article from IGN, Ubisoft announced that Skull and Bones will be released on November 8th for PS5, Xbox X and S, Series X and S, Google Stadia, and PC via the Epic Games Store and Ubisoft Store. It was officially announced in 2017, though began development years before that. Based on the naval combat in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Skull and Bones faced numerous delays, missing its initial 2018 release window and every subsequent year after that until now. Again, another nice little synopsis there. And also, before we continue on, there was they described a little bit of the game. They said you're going to captain your own ship, accept contracts, gather resources, and sail the high seas while attacking merchant ships for loot. Different choices will influence a player's journey, while going up in the pirate ranks will open up new customizations for your ships. So, kind of just like it sounds like if you liked Assassin's Creed 4's like ship, like
Yes.
combat and everything in general, you're gonna love it. So yeah, that's kind of a that's kind of the setting there. It says players can also team up with up to 2 friends and enable PvP to face opponents in the open waters. So it almost seems like kind of an open world style. They said Ubisoft is promising a robust multi-year post-launch roadmap with regular updates, new content, activities, stories, and challenges, all for free. That's good to hear. I mean,
Yeah,
they're still going to do free content. That's always a plus.
the new meta.
Yeah. They also said that Skull and Bones is going to be available on Ubisoft Plus on PC, Stadia, and Amazon Luna. So it's going to be across multiple streaming services. And then they go into a little more detail about some of the other stuff going on with the game. But the biggest takeaway for me was that they're actually committed to this year. They're saying it's going to come out in November, which is going to be a pretty crazy window. I mean, November 8th. I mean, we'll get to a little later in the cast today, but there's also another pretty heavy hitter that was announced for November that we'll be talking about that a lot of people were waiting for. So it's got a lot to compete with, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's again, it's all like release dates. Even if it seems definite, it's always hard to trust, especially in today's like gaming economy. So I still want to say there's a chance this could get delayed, especially with its history. They're bold to announce that November is when it's coming out. But again, I think to some people, there was after hearing rumors it was coming this year, it makes sense. But I think we'll ultimately see come November or September, October, even if this is actually still going to land. So I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Mike? You still skeptical? You still think it's going to hit? What are we at right now?
All right. Well, I'll tell you, they know how to do trailers. They know how to do the screenshots and stuff like that. But let's be real, we haven't actually seen a demo play it out. You know, Like they do have all the videos and the cinematics, and the game looks promising, but you don't know for sure. So I'm definitely skeptical. I'm excited it's coming out because the day it's coming out is actually my birthday. Pretty stoked about that. All the best games come around that date,
Mm.
and I think I think what the game is trying to be, and from my memory's a little bit foggy on this, so I'm cognitive bias, right, or whatever it's called. Like, do you remember the bosses you had to beat in the open world of Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Vaguely. So long ago since I played that game, so
Well, I'll remind you. So it's like you have legendary boss battles, but they're the ships, so they're like crazy ships that were real ships in historical references and like in history. I mean, it's a little bit redundant, but they like you just go out and you destroy them, and then that's like the boss fight. They're really, really challenging. Each ship has its own like perks and stuff like that, and like you have to take advantage of different elements of your personal ship in order to defeat them. I'm hoping this has the same kind of nuances with it. Like there are different categories of ships. Like something similar to it would be honestly if they could go with something similar to like Assassin's Creed Black Flag mixed with World of Warships. If you've ever seen or played that,
yeah.
that could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think it would have a lot of success.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, that level of combat, especially in more warships and stuff like that. I think if that's in the game, I mean, it's good. But yeah, I mean, like you were saying though, I mean, images, cinematic trailers and stuff and all that look good, but until I guess we actually see. I mean, there's even this series of images on the article, and it looks like there's in-game. You look at the in-game UI. Looks like
Yeah.
your typical kind of. There's nothing like special here. I feel like it's kind of your typical UI, but I mean, if that's in-game graphics, it looked great. um,
Yeah, if you scroll down too in the article, they have a couple of videos. So they have stuff that makes it look like you're doing spearfishing as well, like going for crocodiles and sharks, maybe even whales.
yeah,
So it's pretty fascinating, I think.
yeah,
I like the animations. Like you and I are both big fans of the sea shanties. Have a couple of those in there. That could be pretty cool.
yeah.
What if they did something kind of hilarious? Like, what if they did? I mean, this would be like down to music rights and copyright infringement or whatever, and everything that you got to do with it. But imagine doing popular hits in the world, like
I
top
mean,
50
yeah.
hits, and doing shanties versions of it.
I mean, that would be super sick.
That'd be hilarious. You're like
Yeah,
sailing around listening to like I don't know, name somebody.
yeah. It's like I feel like there may be a lot they would have to get for that, like rights
Oh,
and
it would be
whatnot.
too. Yeah, I think
They'd
it'd
have to
be.
like toe the line almost. I think on some of them of like what they could
Oh yeah,
actually use, but I mean, if they had something like that, though, it'd be interesting. I think it would make people play, for sure. So, um, but I mean, as long as the ship combat's good, I think it'll be worth it. But this game has been in the pipeline for so long. Not, I mean, of course, I'm not trying to say that. Oh, it's been in development for so long, so it has to be good because we know that's not the case, and that's been
oh, absolutely
proven with
not.
other games. Um,
Yeah,
but but I mean, I don't know. I'm still hopeful. I mean, especially looking at the little gameplay stuff, it looks like looks like there's gonna be a lot to do. And I mean, just sailing the ocean. Like, if you've ever played Sea of Thieves, I mean, just that looking at an ocean in a game, especially if the water like is done
it's
right and
so
everything, it's
cool.
just like you could do it for hours. So it just makes you want to go to a beach or something. You're just staring at the water for a long time, but.
Every time I play one of these games, I want to go get myself a yacht or something, or just like sell everything, go get a boat, and then work on the boat,
Yeah.
take people out chartering,
Yeah.
tours,
Yeah, for
sort of
sure.
business. It'd be so much fun.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's coming in November, so we'll see for sure come November 8th. And probably sooner if this game's still going to land. But I mean, so far, gameplay and everything looks good. So we'll see. So we'll see, man.
We'll
See.
see.
Um, but speaking of delays, I know Forspoken was a game that was revealed at Summer Games Fest. That I actually
Yeah,
looked at. It actually looked pretty cool. I liked what I saw.
yeah.
It's certainly something I'm going to check out when it comes out. But it's unfortunately been delayed until January by Square Enix. And pulled this article from PC Gamer because it says, although Forspoken's delayed, this means that Microsoft's advertised DirectStorage, kind of their new like super fast storage stuff, is probably going to be delayed as well. This is supposed to be the first game that was supposed to utilize this technology. And for those that don't know, DirectStorage is Microsoft's name for the Windows version of a software interface it uses to rapidly transfer data on Xbox Series S and X consoles. And it's supposed to dramatically decrease loading times for Windows games running on an NVMe SSD. Forspoken was the first game to show the benefits of DirectStorage publicly running on Windows 11. And so, developer says that they said that we're hitting insane throughputs of 5,000 megabytes per second and higher on NVMe M.2 SSDs, and PCIe 4 drives being able to reach as high as 7,000 megabits per second. Reduces load times for Forspoken from an average of 10 seconds to just 1 second, literal 1 second load times. So it's, we're pretty much, with this technology, we're pretty much there of like, when people used to say, oh, well, this will load in 1 second. Like, when is this going to be a thing? Well, it's pretty much a thing.
It's now.
Like, yeah, it's now.
It's now. It's today.
Says DirectStorage also makes NVMe SSDs faster and more efficient by allowing multiple I/O operations concurrently. According to Microsoft, it reduces CPU overhead by 20 to 40% on Windows 11. Future update will unburden the CPU even further, Microsoft claims. So it's first of all, for Forspoken, very, very unfortunate that got delayed, but
yeah.
I think especially I heard too, like Square Enix already has a pretty stacked lineup for the third quarter, fourth quarter, so I mean it makes sense if they want to push something back to kind of have more eyes on it. And sometimes that just happens with the industry. It's like, because every dev's looking at when people are dropping and always trying to coordinate when they could get the best opportunities, so that makes sense. But yeah,
that's a good point.
Looking forward to the game, and it's coming out. It's coming out to be a good game to the start of the new year. So I'm very excited there. But yeah, I want to hear more about DirectStorage. It seems to be mainly Windows 11, which Windows 11 I probably wouldn't adopt until I got a new PC, more than likely. So probably not until next year myself. But still, 1 second load times. We're here, Mike. This is it.
This is the moment. I bet every single GTA fan knows how annoying load times are.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that's gonna be looking forward to.
Yeah. GTA fans got so frustrated and modders got so frustrated that they figured out a way to actually fix it
for them.
And Rockstar didn't even know it. Like, Rockstar couldn't figure it out, so they're like, let me just do some digging. And sure enough, like, some intelligent modder was like, I got this. Like, dramatically reduced load times. So, and then I think they hired him, or they paid him a huge lump sum. I can't remember.
Yeah, they paid him. I remember that story. I sent it to my buddy who's a computer programmer. I was like, yo, you need to fix this.
Right?
You're in, dude. Here's a side gig.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but for Forspoken, it's kind of disappointing that they did get delayed though.
Yeah,
Square Enix, like the massive brand, like studio. Anytime they delay something, everybody's upset, I feel like. But at the same time, we're on the same boat of like, as long as the game can be finished at launch, then we're good.
Yeah,
we'll wait
definitely.
longer.
Yeah, it's always the case. It's it's the delay meta, and it's been like that for a couple of years now. So kind of is what it is. But
as long as we're getting away from the push it out, fix it later meta.
Yeah, that's we're see this. It's so ironic too, because we're in the delay meta, but we're also in the push it out, fix it later meta. And it's like it's how we're both in both is just crazy to me. But it's current gaming economy,
Yeah, sometimes it's both of them at the same time.
I know that's really bad,
Yeah, let's delay it because we need more time to finish it, and then after the delay, they push it out and it's broken. Ask for forgiveness. It's like, bro, like, how are you gonna get forgiveness?
For real,
we gave you forgiveness by not getting mad when you delayed it.
Dude, we could go on and on,
We could.
But I want to move on to the next story. Rather unfortunate news. GameStop is laying off staff. They fired their CFO. So a lot of stuff still going on over at GameStop. So yeah, I'll go a little bit to the article here. essentially, on Thursday today, at the time of recording this, GameStop internally announced a unspecified number of layoffs, reportedly including some from the popular publication Game Informer. Publicly revealed that it has fired its CFO as with a terse press release. I guess that's how you say that. GameStop CEO Matt Furlong announced that the round of layoffs to staff in a memo obtained by CNBC and Kotaku. It's completely unclear how many people are affected in which divisions, though Furlow writes in the memo that we're making a number of reductions to help us keep things simple and operate nimbly with the right talent in place. The layoffs appear to be focused at company's Grapevine, Texas HQ, according to Kotaku. Despite the fact that crypto isn't doing that well right now, it seems as if GameStop is banking some of its future on its blockchain group. It mentions in a very long line of Furlow's memo, change will be and this is from his memo, quote, change will be constant as we evolve our commerce business and launch new products through our blockchain group. After investing heavily in personnel, technology, inventory, and supply chain infrastructure over the past 18 months, our focus is on achieving sustained profitability. This means eliminating excess costs and operating with an intense owner's mentality. So they essentially laid off a bunch of people for blockchain, and dare I say NFTs? Maybe. I don't know, Mike. It's like,
Yeah.
it's very unfortunate. I mean, personally, I also saw a bunch of or at least some Game Informer staff take to Twitter to kind of voice their opinion on the matter. And needless to say, people are not happy, and it's perfectly justified, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel really bad for them because it's like, especially like, it's like, I get it, I guess, for GameStop employees, like, it still sucks, don't get me wrong. But the fact that like Game Informer's collateral damage in this, it's just like, dang, like they're just like a magazine publication, like people that are telling the news, and like they have to suffer because GameStop wants to invest in blockchain. So it's crazy, dude.
I mean, any company that starts doing layoffs, I mean, that's not good. Call it what you will.
I mean,
Even if
yeah.
they're doing like they're switching to the crypto space, they still need salespeople.
I mean, yeah,
Like those skills are pretty transferable.
yeah,
So,
for real. And it's like,
um, yeah,
and like the article still goes on to talk about, they want to, they're like, they think that retail stores are important. They want to like keep the retails, at least up and running. But it's like they've also closed a lot of stores, and I'm pretty sure they did other layoffs too. I mean, this isn't the only one. So it's like GameStop's already like struggling, I feel like, but yet they're claiming it's not necessarily struggle. It's just, we want to focus more on our blockchain stuff and want to have a more tight knit group, So maybe
yeah,
maybe there's another story that they're not telling, but it's seems rather odd.
yeah. Who knows how the actual financials work? But all I know is I've been to GameStop a couple of times in the last like couple of months just to get Nintendo games, like the physical copies,
Yeah.
and that's more to do with me just wanting to go out and get them. Like
Yeah.
I could go order them on Amazon and stuff like that. You can actually order them on GameStop, although I don't know anybody that actually does that. Like GameStop does deliveries, so
Yeah.
pretty sure they do. Well, mailing, right? They'll mail it to
Yeah.
you. So yeah, who knows what's going on at GameStop? Like the stock market for GameStop in particular, and like the Wall Street bets meta, and then them paying attention to who's shorting and like all this other stuff that goes into like financials that we are not advisors of, by the way, uh, is wild about like there's no telling what's gonna happen at GameStop. All you can say is like just buckle in and enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
See what happens.
You see it. You see all those GME holders on Twitter all the time talking about the stock and
Oh yeah,
everything.
and content creators too, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's. I
It's
mean,
crazy.
like generally, I don't know. I don't know too much about like Web3. I know like Web3 is kind of like becoming more and more
Yeah,
huge. I don't know much about it.
yeah,
I
it
feel
is.
like I should probably learn more about it. Um, but yeah, I feel like that's probably part of this whole like blockchain kind of, they're trying to invest in those technologies.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. Crypto is certainly not. At least I don't think crypto is gonna. It's like never gonna completely die off. Yeah, it's been struggling, but this could be, I mean, it could easily rebound. I mean, there's been times where it's dipped really
Oh
low, and
yeah,
then all of a sudden it's had like the best month it's had in years, like just randomly. And crypto's
yeah.
fairly new, right? So
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, crypto's here to stay, whether or not people are willing to accept that. I mean, is their opinion, but like it's going to be here
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
Um, in the coming space, and Web3 is just another technology it's kind of used to decentralize the internet. That's really what it is.
Mm.
So it's like the
See.
idea of doing shared servers for everybody that nobody controls it, so you can operate the apps on that kind of thing, and then the servers being more like the blockchain.
I see.
So
I see.
yeah, it's like playing games with real money in the form of crypto on a blockchain. That's how a lot of people use it. That's like seems to be the most common thing. It's also like a trading market for NFTs. Like you can also do something like going into a virtual art space to look at NFTs,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So there are a multitude of things going on. Don't get me wrong. There's probably like I don't know, like 95% of the stuff out there right now, because it's such a new industry, is all trash. And then there are like some 5% that's actually backed and decent.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of time until it gets regulated. By then it's just gonna be normal.
Yeah.
But with GameStop, that's entirely different with what's going on there.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't know what they're doing in the NFT space or crypto space.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just one note too on NFTs. I mean, I guess I can kind of get the appeal, but at the same time, I feel like NFTs is the one section of crypto that like it has the biggest chance of not lasting, kind of thing.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like it's just because like
Yeah.
I've seen so many people, especially like people who like are highly invested in crypto, who kind of just like they're kind of confused over NFTs, and it just like seems like it's never catching on, kind of thing. So we'll
Yeah.
see if NFTs stick around, but yeah, I mean, crypto is definitely gonna be here to stay. I mean, it's just I think at the end of the day, it's very unfortunate. People are like having to get laid off because of it, especially from like GameStop and all that, like Game
Yeah.
Informer. But I don't know, maybe GameStop's onto something. Who knows? I mean, they've been taking a lot of L's, so maybe this is in the direction of a W. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how it plans out. Hopefully, like layoffs are always terrible, I would say. But there are some qualities in it, laying people off that can actually benefit a company, like a company itself. Obviously, people getting laid off aren't going to get any benefit out of this. But the
Right?
company itself, maybe they become more efficient. Maybe they get like going through that kind of traumatic experience. They understand not to make the same mistakes and they can rebuild or bring people back in when they get financially secure enough to like support them again, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least from what I've heard, especially in like I mean, I guess technically the gaming industry, but like in the industry itself, if layoffs happen, it's there's a lot of companies that are really good about getting your application out there into positions, and it's pretty from what I've heard too, it's pretty easy to land another gig if you really need one, especially because you work at one place. It's a lot of similar technologies, so it translates pretty
Oh yeah.
one to one. um
Yeah, I mean, well, let's think about it. GameStop primarily they're like merchandise, like selling. So the people that they're going to let off are most likely all salespeople or
for
like
the most
closing
part, yeah,
stores.
probably.
And if you could do sales like one place, you can sell anything.
Yeah, definitely.
So you'd be all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, best of luck to the laid off employees, both GameStop and Game Informer. um sure I'm sure you'll have no problem finding something else. And if you're working there, I mean, you got some talent. So um best of luck to everybody there.
Definitely.
Also,
Let's turn it around though.
I mean,
I'm
also,
excited about
dude,
this next story.
best of luck to the consumer, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here we
Because
go.
next week, at the time of recording this, 12th to the 13th, is Prime Day on Amazon. If you're an Amazon
Yes,
Prime
sir.
subscriber, you're in for a whole slew of deals. And the best part, I haven't even mentioned yet, a lot of these deals are available right now, Mike. They're early Prime Day deals. You can go to the site right now and get them. So we'll do a quick rundown. Um, and I'm gonna go through some of the games right off the bat. This GameSpot article starts off with Switch game deals.
Heck
And
yeah.
there's these deals.
There's so many.
Some of these are pretty. Some of these are pretty chunky. You know what I'm saying? Like they're taking off a
Heck
nice
yeah.
chunk. A couple to note. I mean, Monster Hunter Rise $60 games on sale for 34. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is $40. Link's Awakening is $50. All $60 retail games marked down that much. We have, let's see what else. Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's only a $10 discount, but still pretty good. Mario Maker 2 is $42. Super Mario Odyssey is $40. That's just name a few. There's a bunch of Pokemon games on sale for, anywhere from $20 to $10 off. There's a lot available on Switch. And these may even be physical copies. I'm not sure. I haven't checked them, but if they're physical copies, that's a really good deal, Because
I'm gonna click a link real quick. Find
so,
out. They're physical. They're
there you go.
physical, baby. Yeah,
Get
they're
that.
all. Man, it's looking good.
You get that NFT. As we, no, I'm just kidding. If you really think about it, each Nintendo game is an NFT. If you really think about it, you probably can't there's no digital footprint, but NFT, it's one of however many.
Yeah,
They
one of how.
limit it.
Yeah, 1 of 2 years of them making an actual physical copy.
So there you go. Think of it that way. Also, what you think about some of the Prime Day deals for PS5 and PS4? There's a
Yeah,
lot.
some of this is good.
There's a lot. Elden Ring's $48. $60 retail. Deathloop is $32. That's fairly new.
That's nearly 50% off.
My favorite. Ready for this, Mike? Battlefield 2042,
$20. I was wondering why you skipped that one.
Oh, that's
like number
that's
one.
favorite.
You were just like Elden Ring.
Yeah. Well, Elden Ring's bumping.
Yeah, BF 2042. Apparently, they've been making more updates and it's getting better. So the $20 price point
could be worth.
I mean, man, with inflation, that's like, what is that? Like 3 number one combos at McDonald's.
Facts. Yep.
That's 3 meals, bro. You got the money.
Exactly.
Spend it.
Exactly. Spend it up. Rainbow Six Siege Extraction is $13. Resident Evil Village is $30. Returnal pre-owned is $44. There's a lot. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. If you get a pre-owned copy, it's $38 from $70 retail. Pretty crazy. There's a lot of other deals as well. A lot of PS5 games too on sale. Definitely go over, check out some of these deals. And it's like, I don't know if there's going to be more. I'm sure there may be more on Prime Day itself. This is just kind of early deals. So, right off the bat, it's a good start, I think, to most of these.
They're probably going to have hardware accessory deals as well.
Definitely, yeah. They'll definitely have some of that. Xbox having a huge sale as well. Most of these games are probably on Game Pass. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, especially if they're Xbox games. I would definitely check Game Pass first before getting anything on Xbox. But they still have a lot of the games. Back 4 Blood's $12. Halo Infinite's $37. There's Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga for $45. Microsoft Flight Sim, that's on Game Pass, but they have it on sale for $40. Ori and the Will of the Wisp, that's on Game Pass on sale for $24. A lot of these I would definitely check Game Pass first because it's probably gonna be a better deal.
Definitely.
But some sales.
Yeah, there's at least 7 on this list that are on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Out of a list of how many? It's looking like 20?
Yeah,
maybe?
roughly.
Yeah, definitely check Game Pass. Always check Game Pass.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, the article even says none of them catch your eye. Just go to Game Pass.
Yeah. There's also, of course, other deals. There's they have they talk about laptop deals, gaming monitor deals, headsets, controllers. Literally everything is going to be on sale. So if you're looking for anything and everything, I know GameSpot, they link out to specific articles they've done for each category. So you can see, in the monitor front, there's the Samsung Odyssey, which is a 240 hertz. It's 240 hertz, 4 millisecond, 27 inch. I don't see full HD, so 1080. So the 1080 monitor is $250. It's on sale $150, which is pretty crazy. For 27 inch, the G5 Series 27 inch is $253. It's 144 hertz, 1440p. 1 millisecond response time. Curved monitor. So if you're in the market for something like that, that's on sale. The list the list goes on. I mean, here's a 1080p 75 hertz, nice little third or fourth monitor if you want one by Acer for $110. Granted, it's not 24-inch, 21, but I mean, not too bad, you know.
I mean, yeah.
Uh, yeah. I mean, here's an AOC 27-inch G2 for $240. You get half a millisecond response time. That's like overclocked. It's throttled, baby. 240 hertz refresh rate, free sync built in. I mean, yeah, there's a lot more than this. This article lists I think 10 or something like that. So definitely go through and give them all a read if you're in the market for anything like a headset, a monitor, or a controller. And of course, keep an eye out on July 12th, July 13th. It's gonna be the day to go and check out. It's gonna be the day to log on to Amazon and just give a glance at everything.
Search, yeah. Tuesday, Thursday.
Yep. Check it out. But that's pretty much all we have for the Prime Day deals of note. So just make sure you check Prime Day. It's the biggest note
always there. Yeah. So many good ones.
But this next article is one I'm probably I may be the most excited about. I know I saved another article for last, and yeah, don't get me wrong, I've been excited for that, but this really got me excited when I read this. So this is from The Verge, Sean Hollister doing the Lord's work, tracking the prices of GPUs over the last 2 years.
He's been doing. I don't know how, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. But he said the GPU shortage is over. I mean, let's just have a party. I'm just ready to celebrate.
Let's have a rager.
Let's do it, man. All right, so for nearly 2 years, we've seen graphics cards. They've always been above MSRP, always. And he kind of goes a little bit talking about how long it's been. So he said yesterday, he wrote this on July 1st. He said, it's June 30th. He said I saddled up to Best Buy's website 8 hours after the retailer's weekly drop and bought a 3070 Ti Founders Edition for its $600 RP or MSRP. I had a $500 RTX 3070 Founders Edition in my cart too, and those finds weren't a fluke. Both of those GPUs were still available when we checked back this morning. This is on Best Buy's website. So they didn't sell out right away. Great sign. But that's not even the craziest part, because he again tracked the prices over the past 6 months, especially of every single current graphics card across eBay. This is where he checked a lot of these secondhand market. And the street prices, these secondhand markets, I mean, for the most part, have actually, they're under retail price. They're under MSRP in some cases. It's kind of crazy. I mean, for example, the RTX 3090, we were talking as a list price of MSRP of $1,500. In January of 2022, it was selling for $2,600 on average. And then in April, it had dropped to $1,800, which is still pretty bad. But as of June, literally just a week ago, it's dropped down to $1,000 on average. I'm seeing some as low as $1,000. I mean, that's wild. That's for a 3090 too. And the list goes on. 3080s are back down to retail price. They were at $1,600 roughly in January, down to $700 now MSRP. And the 3080 Ti, was able to find some that were below MSRP of $1,200 at $881. This is what he reported. I mean, it just goes on, and even a lot of the AMD cards are in the same boat. I mean, they're selling for less than MSRP in a lot of cases, especially for the higher end AMD cards. So he said he thinks it's safe to say the GPU shortage is over. And I mean, with these prices, with this data, I would definitely agree. We're talking MSRP and under now. He also goes on to discuss a little bit more in the article, should you just go out and buy one of these GPUs now? Should you just go ahead and do it? I mean,
that's the real question.
Yeah, or should you wait for the 40 series? Because I mean, 40 series, we originally heard rumors it was going to be this month they were supposed to announce it.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's an article last month that I just got caught up on after reading this. That says there's actually predictions it's going to be that the 40 series may not actually launch until October at the earliest. Because apparently there's rumors that they're in testing right now, but they're nowhere near done as people thought they were. which I guess makes sense, but still kind of unfortunate about to wait a little bit longer. But I mean, it's just like overall, it's very interesting stuff. There's also a tweet in this. It's that was saying there's a GPU flood right now because Chinese miners and South
Yep.
Asian e-cafes are now dismantling their mining rigs and putting up cards for auction on live streams. It's like 3060 Ti's going for 300 to 350, which is I think is so funny. I mean, it's literally all because the crypto market is in the toilet right now. Like
Yeah.
it's just I
Yeah.
mean
Pretty much.
the market's doing so bad that these miners cannot keep up. They can't profit anymore off crypto mining, so they just have to sell their miners. So many GPUs are getting back on the market. Great thing to see. It finally leveled out, and we're finally back to where GPUs aren't impossible to get anymore, which is awesome. If you're building a PC, if you want something that's if you want to build something now, it's certainly a good opportunity. But if you want to wait till 40 series, you have to wait till the end of the year. At least from what it sounds like. I don't know, Mike. I mean, I know we're rejoicing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I'm totally excited, man. Like, it's pretty sick. I think that's a pretty good review of all the different prices of the graphics cards going down. But again, it really comes down to do you do you go for it? You know,
Yeah.
like do you pick up the used on eBay from all the different crypto miners, or go find like a new one because like nobody's buying them right now, and well, they're buying it right, but we have supply for it.
Yeah, it's not like 5 seconds sold out anymore.
Yeah, and then the other thing is like, is there going to be another shortage, but for 4,000, the 40 series cards?
Yeah.
I think there will
Which
be.
could be possible, and I think is at this rate likely to happen, like you're saying. Um,
Yeah, but I'll tell you something. If I can find a 3090 Ti, even if it's used for like $400, I'm buying it,
I mean,
dude.
you
Like,
best believe. I mean, you'd be. I feel like you'd be almost stupid not to. Um,
even if it's used, man. Like, it's a $2,000 to $3,000 card, depending on where you're buying from. New, right? Absolute beast. So if let's say like somebody's been using it to mine for what, a year and a half, 2 years consistently, I think it's gonna safe to say it's probably gonna be better than my 2070 Super, right?
yeah.
So
I mean,
even
yeah,
used, like beat up. So yeah, I this is good. This is really good, I think.
yeah, yeah.
And I get to tell my friends I told them so. They were out here going through all these different like lottery stuff and whatever, like the lotto things that Newegg does.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Where you yeah, and then like buying like the combos with the GPU and the power supply units.
yeah,
They were like doing that and stuff to like resell them, and I'm like, you're gonna like you shouldn't do that. You should wait till the 4,000 series, like the 40 series.
yeah,
So you love to see it, man. You just
yeah.
love to see it's over.
And it's over.
It's finally over.
Uh, there's even another chart because I mean, as you could like we were reading up here. I mean, there's clearly some major differences between the actual street price and the MSRP. And so they break that down a little bit more in a table later on in this article. I'm actually showing the price delta. I'm gonna use a I'm gonna use a math term there, showing the difference between the actual prices. 3090 Ti. I mean, the June 2022 versus the street versus the MSRP is a $540 drop. 3090 is $466 drop. And it gets crazier and crazier until you get to the 3080. The 3080 is actually where it kind of levels out a little bit, and it's pretty much matching MSRP for the 3070, 3070 Ti, 3080. Pretty much all of those cards, they are indeed matching MSRP at this point. So good things to see. Good things to see there. I mean, this is. I mean, overall, I'm happy about it because I know there's a lot of people that are gonna be able to actually like get cards at a reasonable price, and they're not gonna be gouged, which is like
Yeah.
which is a big win, I think, overall for everyone.
Oh, 100%. The other thing is too that this article has, they mentioned that, or hold on, let me quote it properly. So instead of drops, they're still trying to attract new customers with sales like EVGA's anniversary sale today. So there's a sale going on right now, uh, where it's not even that much more over MSRP values for the graphics cards, and some of them are actually under MSRP, and it's on the EVGA website. They're running the
Actually,
promotion until July 16th. Yeah, it's on the actual website.
yeah,
So one of the things that they mention is the 3080 Ti and the 3090 Ti are under MSRP. So 3080 Ti, it's like I guess MSRP is $1,500. I think it's going for 1,000,
there you go.
and that's the for the Win Ultra gaming. It's like, dude, if you're getting a Ti, it's already Ultra.
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
what to tell you, bro.
That thing's already guaranteed overclock, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. And 39 Ti is a little bit more expensive. That's typically $2,200, and that sucker's going for about 1,700. Of them 1,650, and I believe that has more to do with the clock speeds. Oh, this one actually has a water cooler built in. That's kind of cool.
Oh,
I don't have the space for it on my computer, but actually, that's a lie. I do. I don't have the money though. We're not doing that. Not that
yeah,
much.
we ain't doing it. We ain't doing it around here, right?
Yeah, but we got options, and that's what matters.
Yeah. It's back in the hands of the consumer, and it's very pro-consumer, so you love to see it.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be staring at Jay's 2 cents videos and Nexus Gamers Nexus and Linus Tech Tips. Is it a good time to buy? Tell me.
Yeah, right. For real. But to close out the show,
Yes,
fans rejoice. Like, as we finally heard that God of
it's
War
happening.
Ragnarok finally got a release date. And it's so funny too, because I mean, just like a week or two ago, like people were like just so annoyed why Ragnarok wasn't at Summer Games Fest. Like, where's the release date? Like, it's not. There's no way it's coming out this year now if they haven't announced it yet. Like, it's games delayed. Like,
Yep.
what the heck? That's literally what everyone's saying. And then this week, Sony Santa Monica just drops and says, "All right, you know what? Here's your release date. Okay, it's coming out this year, so get ready." Kind of thing. They also released a little kind of 30-second teaser. Of course, I'll play that now. I won't do any audio,
Looks
but
sick.
I mean, dude, it's just looks absolutely crazy. The closing scene, the shield dropping down, he's just he's just kicking everyone. I mean, it's just that God of War combat we love, and then it just like it pans up at the very end. Oh, it's a giant wolf. Are you kidding me, dude? Looks sick.
Are you serious?
They even show
November
the box
9th.
art at the very end.
Oh, it's a good box art.
Yeah,
It's really good. Father and
good.
son.
Very good. Yep. November 9th, 2022 is when this game is dropping. Very excited. And I'm very glad that that it's still coming out this year. It's probably gonna be one of the biggest heavy hitters of this year, especially on the like
Oh,
single player front.
100%. And
So
the other thing that's a big deal that we should also mention for people that are unaware or they might have forgotten is God of War has been slowly but steadily coming to PC. So
yeah,
for people that don't have Sony PlayStation yet, plan on getting it or whatever, um, check out the games that have already exported to PC,
yeah.
and then give those a go.
There's a lot of them.
Learn the story, and then get this
Yeah.
because this
Mm.
looks awesome.
I mean, yeah, like God of War on unlocked on a PC, unlocked frames, unlocked graphics, unlocked everything.
On
Gorgeous,
your brand new Markdown 3090 Ti.
and your brand
Bro,
new markdown 27-inch curved monitor, 4K. You know what I'm saying?
dude, we really need to come up with affiliate links for sales if we keep throwing
Oh, if
all of these
we keep
products, man.
promoting like this, I
Yeah,
have
and
to,
not
man.
only that, but it's going to be coming with a feature VR headset,
I
the
mean,
Meta Quest 2, Oculus Quest 2. I mean, PlayStation's out of control, bro.
absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Just,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
I don't know what else to say. I'm very excited that way.
Me too.
Um,
Me too.
yeah. I'm trying to read through real quick. So, in addition to release date news, developer also put out a new CG trailer, teases us some story. Here's a somewhat ominous description: join Kratos and Atreus on a mythic journey for answers before the prophesized battle that will end the world. All the while, the ages of Asgard watch their every move, or the eyes of Asgard, sorry, watch their every move. Um, and I guess is this Eyes of Asgard? Let me get to the part. Is this wolf the Eyes of Asgard right here?
Well, Asgard's supposed to be a place, right?
Yeah, it is.
But if well, do you think it would have anything? How much would it play off of Thor from Marvel? cinematic universe.
I don't know. I feel like not that much, but I don't
Asgard
know.
was never a place; it's a people,
it's
and that might be
it's
the personification of Asgard. This
right there. It's
crazy
this
looking
giant
dire wolf.
wolf, dude. He's gonna eat you alive. Kratos can't stand
For
a
people,
chance.
yeah, for people that are not like watching and you're listening to us, this wolf is like a shadow above the trees, and the trees are like to the scale of the redwood forest. And if you've never been to the redwood forest, they're like 100-foot tall trees.
Yeah, they're
So
massive.
yeah, so it's like a giant wolf
I mean,
just
yeah, this is
staring
this
down at
is
him.
a giant, like bigger than a mountain, giant wolf.
Yeah, it's scary big, scary big.
Mm. But it's one thing I've
So
learned from playing God of War game is that Kratos somehow figures it out.
yeah,
I mean, the dude's unstoppable. A god,
yeah,
if you will.
yeah. If
Dare
so,
I say?
somebody might call him a god.
Dare I say? I say,
Dude's looking tough.
yeah, he is. Well, Mike, I don't know if I had any more stories this week. To be honest, I think I've run
Well,
the well dry. She had
you
anything
know
to
what?
go over?
I do have something to go over,
Yes.
actually. So we are on the first episode of the month. We're a week into the month. Now, that's kind of a weird situation for us because it's usually like the fourth, third, sometimes the first day of the month where we get to go through the actual releases for the month,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So we're a little late, so some people might already know. And let's see if I can go ahead and start pulling some up. And unfortunately, with the short week, you and I both, I'm sure Kyle, you can agree with me, we're a little bit scatterbrained coming back.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to do this the best I can of games that are coming out, and to keep it simple, I'm gonna go based on console. So we're gonna
Nice.
hit PlayStation first, we're gonna go Nintendo Switch, gonna go Xbox, and then we're gonna go PC. So there may be some that you're gonna see or hear multiple times, but we'll try to do the best we can. Uh, so without further ado, you have F1 2022, pretty popular franchise now, especially with the Drive to Survive series, bringing in a lot of hype. And that's coming out July 1st on PlayStation. You got, let's see here, Stray is the other one. That is the cat thing that I talked to you about, Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see. I need to pop you out so I can actually. There we go. Cool. All right, back to it. What else is here? There is Capcom Arcade, Second Stadium. That's July 22nd. Uh, any of these catching your eye, Kyle?
Um,
For PlayStation?
for PlayStation, I don't know.
Maybe Match Point Tennis Championships?
I mean,
Tennis is
if you
kind of a fun game to play.
yeah, if you like tennis, there you go.
Yeah, that's July 7th. So that's already out. Uh, we'll just go ahead and move on to Nintendo Switch. We're sorry, like July is one of the weirdest months
Yeah,
when it comes to gaming.
it's
I think
unfortunate.
it really is. So we got a couple here. Klonoa Fantasy Revere series. I'm not sure what that is. Might be worth checking out though if you're looking for something. You got Wayward Strand again. That's on July 21st. Bear and Breakfast. That sounds incredibly interesting. I gotta Google that one real quick. Let's see. A little
Bear
Google
and
on the road.
breakfast.
You know what I mean?
If I'm not eating breakfast with a bear, I mean, I just don't think I want it.
Oh, it looks like an indie game. Top down, family friendly. Oh my gosh, this actually looks kind of. I like the art style. So apparently, it is a laid back and management adventure game where you play as a well-meaning bear trying to run a bed and breakfast in the woods.
Nice.
But if you're a bear, oh, I get it. Bear and breakfast. Okay, bed and breakfast. Okay,
It kind
cool.
of
Could
works, I
be.
guess.
Yeah, could work. You got Digimon Survive, July 29th, and you got Xenoblade Chronicles 3, July 29th, which has all the hype in the world. Uh, Bucks, some games that I'm a little bit more familiar with and excited about. We still have F1 22, July 1st, that's already out. Arcade Again, I'm not sure what that is. Do you know?
Arcade-ageddon. I don't think I've heard of that.
Arcade Again. This is also on all. So Arcade Again. Let's see here. It looks like a third-person shooter. Oh my gosh, this looks like a arena shooter, team-based combat. Bro, we might need to check this out. No joke. This actually looks kind of cool.
I mean,
So what?
I'm down.
Yeah, it looks very interesting. It's a shooter game. It's on all platforms except for the Switch. You can play with a number of 3 people, and it's coming out tomorrow. It's a cooperative multiplayer game that provides a mix of PvE and PvP experience that allows for all different speeds of play. It looks very
Doesn't
interesting. It's
sound
by
too
a
bad.
publisher called Three Phonic. I Phonic is an American video game developer based in Golden, Colorado. Shout out Colorado. Further offices in Washington, Austin, yeah, Tacoma, and Austin. This looks like an indie dev, privately held company.
Let's go, Indy.
3 offices, number of employees 78. I think that classifies, don't you?
Oh yeah.
This might be worth checking out. Honestly, I'm not even trolling. Look at that. Really should have done some research.
There's a lot of
Okay.
research.
Yeah. Okay, so Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC is coming out July 19th. I'm pretty excited about that. You got Sea of Thieves Season 7, which you and the mod crew, we need to get on that. I think that would be a
Yeah.
lot of fun, just for
Yeah.
old time's sakes.
We need to. Yeah.
Digimon Survive, Capcom as well, both 22nd and 29th. And PC game releases. F1, July 1st. Arcade Again, July 5th. So that's already out. You got Match Points Tennis, July 7th, and Forza Horizon 5 DLC. That's going to be on your Xbox app. You got Stray, which is the most wish list game on Steam right now,
Most
apparently.
anticipated for sure.
Yeah, most anticipated. It's about playing as a cat. So everybody loves cats, except for dog people. July 19th. You got Sea of Thieves again, season 7 on July 21st. And that pretty much nails it. Unless Immortality is something that I don't remember and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Immortality. Oh, that is okay. Let's do video game. It's giving me the actual definition of immortality, and I'm not trying to have an existential crisis on air. Immortality is an upcoming narrative video game developed by Sam Barlow. Oh, indie dev, and published by Half Mermaid Productions, scheduled on a release. Come on, tell me what it is. Looks like it doesn't have much going on with it.
Hmm.
I don't even see
So,
gameplay.
I would say don't check that again. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Graphics look intense. It was on the Future Games show,
Ah,
apparently.
that's probably why we missed it.
Yeah, yeah, we missed that one. Oops. Next time
Oops.
though. And then Bear and Breakfast also come to PC.
Yeah.
28th.
Yeah.
A couple
Yeah.
other ones definitely worth checking out. We got them. There's links on IGN. You Google any of them, and in the Discord we also have an entire section dedicated to the news. So
We do.
if you're interested, check it out.
We do. Yeah. Another one of note for me too. I believe you may have already mentioned it, but As Dust Falls is coming out
Oh yeah.
on July 19th. That's like the Game Pass. That's like the big Game Pass offering this month.
Yes, it is.
And that was one that looked very interesting. It was like kind of a comic based storytelling.
Yeah.
So definitely something I may end up checking out if I got the time. Because it looks very interesting, and I love story games. And there's a lot of choices. It's a very choice based game, which I love because you can like take a certain path. So might be worth checking out.
Yeah, thanks for catching that. I honestly didn't even see it. I think I got excited because it's right next to Forza Horizon 5. So
Yeah,
as this falls, July 19th.
sure.
So,
Trying to
but
think.
sir, I believe that's everything I got
Yeah.
when it
You
comes
know,
to releases.
actually, I was like, there was one more thing I was gonna like talk about. One more thing, Mike.
Okay, let's
At
hear
the
it.
top of the show,
Yes.
I forgot to ask you how it is being a new dog owner because you posted to Twitter this week saying
Yes, I
that you
did.
got a brand new puppy. So
I stole him.
you stole him. I mean, I'll have to report you to the police
Nah,
for that one. But I mean,
can't prove it.
I need to know what does it like be to do a dog owner? I know you've only had your pup for a couple days. Is that right?
Yeah. So we got back Tuesday from the
Yeah.
mountains and we went and basically it's not all like real quick. So essentially what happened was we were following a local what's it called, adoption service,
Mhm.
and he showed up along with his sister on the feed, and I saw him, and I was just like, "That's a cute puppy," like straight up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to meet him before we adopt him because you got to get the feel, right? You got to see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
energy levels. Do we match? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Very
So we
important.
go there, like meet, like talk, meet, play with a couple of puppies, and try to figure it out. And then we're just like, I like him. He's cool. And I was like, let's get him. Screw it. Let's go.
Let's get
So yeah, F it, I'm in. So
'em.
we went ahead and got him, did the whole paperwork and stuff like that. Actually, while we were on vacation, did the whole application fee and had everything set up. It's pretty much a no brainer. He's already like crate trained. He's already he's about 4 to 5 months old, and he's super well behaved. He can be a little bit stubborn for
Yep.
sure. But man, like he's gonna be the easiest dog ever to train. He's like does not pull when we're walking him. He's like right next to us the whole
Oh
way,
yeah.
keeping pace, like continually like looking up, like, yo, we good? Like we chill. Like, okay, we keep going. And it's a good time, man. It's last night rough because
Yeah.
he's trying to figure out where he stands on like a social level in the house,
Yeah.
but he's in the crate, so he was whining a bunch,
Oh
and he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
not cool with it, but he's crate trained. So it's like you're just messing with us.
Yeah, yeah.
You're trying to test us to see what you can get away with.
Yeah, that's how it is. Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, we've had our cat for about a year now. The most
Mhm.
energetic cat I've ever met in my life, and he's literally like having a dog. Like he will try and do anything he can to get our attention, and yeah. So it took it was an adjustment, but yeah, I can sort of relate to that. It's one of those things. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to feel it out, you know. And so in due time, it'll settle.
Yeah, it's totally gonna be fine. Like I had a dog
You
in
know?
the house when we were like when I was in high school and like through college and stuff like that. I grew up with three cats. Uh
Yeah.
Milady here, she had a dog for like 5 years. So like we know how to handle it. I worked at like a vet for a while too, so I know how to like
Nice.
handle him. He was feral, so like if you know anything about like feral animals, they can be really skittish
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
can nip at you or bite in terror. But it's like you just gotta know how to hold them, handle them. Like he doesn't like being picked up, but I'm like training him to be picked up
yeah,
so
yeah.
he doesn't get upset. And it's definitely working out. He's like right now we're in the build up his confidence level so that he's totally comfortable with like himself and his personality, and then it can like really just show.
Right. Yeah.
So just reinforcing good habits, reinforcing like if he's like, you know what I mean? Like you could kind of feel the moxie, you know what I mean? You gotta give him that opportunity.
Yeah, sure.
So the running theory right now is that he's a mix between a German Shepherd and a Dachshund.
Mm.
Very weird mix, but apparently it's not uncommon. So
Well, yeah. All I'll say is that dog's adorable. The pictures you shown, that
that
dog is adorable.
that's it's yeah, he's a heartbreaker. I took him for a walk this morning and he was having the ladies who were running by us stop to pet him, and I'm like,
So you know,
this
yeah.
guy's trouble. This guy's trouble."
Guys, straight trouble, dude. Oh
Yeah,
man. Well, I'm
no
happy for you,
chance.
man. Happy for you.
Yeah,
Um,
all the responsibility.
right.
Great.
You're just taking it on, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. We
Yeah,
got him. It's all good.
sure. Heck yeah, man. All right, that's it. That's all I had.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got, dude. Okay,
Okay, fine, man.
that's
You
all
know
I
what? I
got.
think
You know what?
that wraps up M2 podcast episode 25.
I think it does too.
Yep. I mean, what else is there to say? Check us out on the Twitter, check us out on the socials, check us
Yeah,
out on the
exactly.
Discord. Hit the link somewhere in the description that you're reading this
Yeah, exactly. Hit the
or
links. Join the Discord.
reading,
Talk to us.
seeing. Yeah.
See, just, you know, be involved. We
Yeah,
love you
please.
guys. Okay, be involved.
Yeah, we'll take some feedback too.
Yeah,
Always.
sure. Yeah,
Let us know what we're doing
whatever,
right
whatever
or
you
wrong.
got. Whatever you got.
Yeah, constructive. It's all good. Without further ado, I guess we need to sign off, right? Yeah.
Oh,
So, throwing up the deuces.
deuces.
Yeah, you're going for the fist bump? All right, fist bump.
Fist bump.
Peace out.
Bye.